Our sign language interpreter is Meresha Owiti. Remember, we're also streaming live on standardmedia.co.ke and on our YouTube channel as well. Talk to us across our social media platforms at KTN News KE, at Dennis. I'll set our hashtag. This is News Desk. Now go straight to our top story. Things on, and it's on matters education. Education Cabinet Secretary Migos Ogamba has announced that results for the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment KPSEA and the Kenya Junior School Education Assessment KJSEA will be released before December. Speaking in Parliament on the status of the ongoing national examinations, the CS also stated that Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education KCSE results will be out in January.
Verification exercise that we were undertaking. And this came because of the issues that were raised by the Auditor General. So we thought it is a critical time for us to take stock and find out why those issues of ghost schools or ghost students of enrollment and enrollment are taking place. So what we were doing is that every period or every day that we were finishing the verification exercise, we were releasing funds to those schools. By the end of the verification exercise, we had 990 schools, being 570 primary and 420 secondary, making a total of 990 who had not submitted the data of what their school numbers are. But we made a decision based on the term 2 numbers to release 50% of the capitation because we want to find out physically, do these schools exist? What is going on there? Why are they not submitting the numbers? So that we ensured that there is no school that did not receive capitation in order for them to undertake the exercises. That's a general position. But if there is a specific case where somebody is saying, I have not received even a shilling, we can deal with that specifically because we have the data. We've done a very good verification exercise.
But Waziri, I don't want you to go into that particular direction. Yeah. We did agree, and I think it was between you and your peers, that because examination is a national security exercise, you pay the money, then if there are issues with the school, especially on whatever issue you are talking about, deal with it after. Because it cannot be that school A has not been verified, and now you are saying you can't sit for exams. They have no other time to sit for that exam. And even purchase of lab equipments and apparatus. So we did agree that by last week or it was the other week, that all schools in this country should have received their share of capitation.
Chair,
and you directed that.
Chair, and they have.
You directed that. But yes. Now you are saying about 27.
No, the 29.
Yes.
29 about yes, are 29 schools that are not in the system for capitation, that they are going to verify the reason why they are not registered.
But someone is sleeping on the jobs here. Yes. Someone is sleeping on the job, especially from those sub-counties. Yes. If those schools, and I just want to be very clear on them, I'll give you back. If those schools are in County X and you have a director who is there and they are not going to sit for exams for just saying they are not registered, why did they register them in the first place? How did you manage to register them? Because a registration process of a candidate is pegged on the registration of the school. It is pegged on the registration of that particular center. So how does it arise?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to support what you are saying, that there is somebody who is sleeping on the job. Because Honorable CS, somebody submit, like this particular school that I'm talking about, the principal was asked to submit some documentation in May. You can imagine May up to date, and somebody has not received that capitation. What is happening? If it is not sleeping on the job, what can we call that one?
And about Barto? Then you
thank you, Chair. I was really worried when the CS was speaking, and I'm wondering, what are the staff, the line officers from the ministry doing in the counties and sub-counties? They are the people who should be bringing that data timely. I mean, they should be on toes of everything. Like now, if there is a school which is not complying, it is just a matter of making a phone call and requesting that person in the field to give information, visit the school physically. But now I'm really worried the CS is responding as if his hands are tied, like he can't enforce.
Yes. I think capitation is a big issue, even on the floor of the House. I'll want to direct that, give your version of here, but you'll appear before this committee on one agenda of capitating schools, the processes, and the relationship between the money released from the National Treasury and that money not reaching the school 3-4 months down the line. That one we are going to make sure you